Hi, it's Debbie Anderson here. I'm here from Inner Liberation Healing, and I'm here to help you today on your path to healing. So today I have a most of a session of a Soul Center Healing Hypnosis session, and the client has agreed to share this with everyone. And I am a Beyond Quantum Healing Hypnosis practitioner, and I'm also a Soul Center Healing Hypnosis practitioner. So in this session, the client has had many entities removed and AI devices and machines removed. And this is to their advantage and to her advantage. It certainly raises her vibration. It certainly raises the planet's vibration. And it's a win-win situation because any of the beings that were organic consciousness are sent back to source, and that's a really good thing for them. They no longer are being kept captive. AI devices and machines are taken off and out of our universe by higher realm beings, and that's who I work with. Archangel Michael, for example, Archangel Raphael, Kuan Yin, Senate Master Jesus Christ, all kinds of very wonderful and enlightened beings which actually do the work, and I am merely the facilitator. So this is a very interesting session. There is a lot of profanity, and that happens quite a bit with the entities. Is they don't want to go, they don't want to leave the being, they don't want to leave the person's energy fields. They're not happy, and they'll say and do anything to remain. So, just warning you that there is quite a bit of swearing in parts of it. It also, at the end, there is some questions for all of humanity, which are very interesting because the client has connected to her higher self, and I am connected to her higher self and asking the questions. So I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to sharing this with you. If you like, please subscribe and share, and leave a comment if you would like. If you would like a session with me, please find the details of how to do that below, and I would be happy to do a session with you. And until next time, take care.
There's a tightness in my throat.
Very good. I would like to ask Archangel Michael to put his net of light around this tightness in this one of the bed's throat, and contain any of this tightness now. Thank you. Now I would like this tightness in your throat, if you could associate a color with this tightness in your throat, what color would that be?
I think it's a dark grey.
Very good. Dark gray. Now I would like this dark gray tightness in your throat to go up to your voice box in your throat and speak to me today. And I would like you to do that now. And know that no harm will come to you talking with me today. May I ask who you are and who I'm speaking to?
It's none of your business.
I see. Why is that?
I don't know who you think you are.
Well, I'm here to help you today, actually. I'm not
Making
sure.
me feel really angry.
Okay. Well, you can feel really angry. That's okay.
I'm getting so mad with you. Get away.
Are you afraid?
You're such a fucking nuisance.
I see. May I ask, are you an AI?
I'm in darkness.
Your darkness. Are you a conscious, organic consciousness?
Every time I talk to you, it makes me angry.
I see. Why is
Just
that? Are you afraid something's going to happen today?
no, but you've got no business coming here because I never said you could. Get out of it.
The thing is, do you know that you're in this one on the bed's throat? Do you know that?
Just make a difference to you. Fuck off.
I see. That's okay. But it does make a difference to her. And quite honestly, she doesn't want you in her throat.
Well, I don't even think you know what you're talking about, and I've been here a long time, so just go away.
How long have you been there?
Easily 30 years. You can fuck right off.
Okay.
You're
Well, I'm
making me
not.
very tense.
I see. Well, I'm not going to fuck off today. I'm actually not. I'm actually going to help you today. And you might not
I
be
don't
aware of
need
that.
your help.
May I ask again who you are? Are you a demon? Are you an AI? Are you artificial intelligence? Who are you?
Very powerful.
I can see that. Well, today we're going to help you to get your own power back. Are you aware that you're in this one on the bed's throat?
Yes, of course I am. It's perfect. It's obvious.
Right.
I'm not stupid. I came here on purpose.
Mm-hmm. How did you end up in her throat 30 years ago? How?
Well, she was in a bad state.
Mm-hmm.
I figured I may as well take advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do anyone much harm, really, but it was helpful for me.
I see. And where were you? Where was she that you did this?
Bathroom.
In the bathroom. Mhm.
Yeah.
And what do you do actually? Because you say you're very powerful. I can see that. What is it that you do? What's
I just get energy. I become even more powerful.
mhm.
I help to keep things at a certain level. And she was so, well, depressed. It's pathetic, really. But she,
And
I
mhm,
may as well have taken advantage as not. What's to lose? Nothing.
mhm.
So I did.
So
I
you've
needed
been
somewhere to live.
taking her energy for all these years. Is that what you've been doing?
Yep.
Right. Well, what if I told you that you could have your own energy and not have to use someone else's?
Don't need any other energy, thank you.
Well, today we are going to help you leave this one on the bed's throat because she doesn't want you in her energy
You don't even
fields.
know that. You don't even know that.
Yeah, I do. I actually do. And I'm wondering, you haven't answered me whether or not you are an AI, artificial intelligence. Can you
Every
tell
time
me
you
if
say that, it's like I switch off. I don't know.
you don't know? Do you know if you have any masters above you? Is somebody telling you what to do?
I think so.
Yeah. So these masters haven't told you that they're controlling you. You don't know that, but they are. They are controlling you.
Yeah, you're lying now.
Well, no, I'm actually not lying. They've been lying to you. Do you have an organic consciousness to you?
Yes, I think I do.
Right. So I wonder if you would look inside yourself and see if you can see any light. Can you see any spark of light within you?
It's kind of green.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of green. Well, I'm going to ask the team that I work with, the archangels that I work with, to send and flood light into that little green spark within you. And I'm going to ask them to increase this 50%. Now, can you feel that? That spark within you, has it grown 50%? Let me know.
Yeah, I think so. It's gotten a bit brighter.
Brighter. And does it feel any different for you?
I'm just feeling quite angry.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, I'm going to ask the archangels to flood that area, that green spark. It's a bit brighter now, 100%, so that it's entirely your entire being and even outside your being. So it's entirely within you. Can you feel that now?
Don't really like it much, and I'd rather move somewhere different now.
Okay, fair enough. Well, this team that I have that works with me is very good at helping you. And right now, I'm asking them to surround you, and you are in Archangel Michael's net of light. And I'm going to ask that we remove you from the throat of this one on the bed.
I
And
just go to the front of the mouth or something. It's fine.
well, you can't really go anywhere because you're contained in this net. Okay. But I'm going to take you up and out of this body and out
That's
of
not
this
what I wanted you
energy.
to do.
Okay. Well, I understand that, but that's what's going to happen.
Oh, crying, fuck's sake.
So I'm going to ask the archangels, Michael, Zadkiel, Uriel, Azrael. I'm going to ask them to surround you. And I'm even going to ask Kuan Yin to come. And she is the goddess of compassion. And they are surrounding you. And when I count down from 3 down to 1, we're going to remove you from this one's throat.
Oh, my God.
3, everyone's in place.
I'm not even sure what I should even be doing.
You don't have to do anything. They will do it. 2, they're beginning to take you up and out. This dark gray tightness in this one on the bed's throat, this angry energy is being pulled up and out, gently out of her throat, up and out, completely up and out. Any cables, any attachments, they are being removed up and out. Completely one, up and out, and taken out of this one on the beds.
What
And
on earth are you doing?
you might feel as though you need to cough,
Paralyzed me.
and you're being taken up and out to source. And the archangels will take the organic consciousness part up to source. Now I can see them doing that. This is completely taken out of this one on the bed. And the AI part, I am asking Archangel Zadkiel and Archangel Michael to take that up and out of the universe back to where it belongs. This has been completely removed from this one on the bed's throat. And I want you to feel that it's gone. You might have to cough. You might feel a need because now there's a space where this energy was. And I ask Archangel Michael to ensure that every part of this energy that was in this one on the bed's throat has been removed. Has it been removed completely?
I think there's something else there.
Very good.
It's a
Well,
lump.
Okay, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to put his net of light around this lump in your throat.
It's like a wheel and a cog.
Like a wheel and a cog. And what color would you associate that with, that wheel and the cog?
It's like a grey and a blue, but like a gunmetal grey, and some silver on it too.
Okay. And would you describe that as AI? Is that an AI device?
I think so. It's a machine.
It's a machine. Okay. So I'd like to speak with this machine. And this is in the throat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to speak to this machine. This gray, blue, silver wheel and a cog description. Energy. I would like to speak to this energy now. Hello.
Well,
We've just
I'm a machine.
Yes, you're a
I'm
machine.
busy and I can't speak in any way,
Okay.
even if I wanted to, because I'm a machine.
Okay. Well, we're going to actually just go ahead and remove you from this one on the bed's throat.
But
Okay.
I'm here for a very good reason.
Tell me.
I don't know what to do. Well, I don't know what the reason is, but I just know that my programming says don't be interrupted by anybody or anything. So goodbye. I'm
Well,
busy.
you're being interrupted today, and actually
busy.
We're going to take you out of this one on the bed's throat today. And you're going to be returned back to your AI universe where you can be with those like you. And I'm going to take you out there.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, I'm going to call in Archangel Michael.
If I don't,
Yeah,
I don't know what the point is.
The point is it's a free will universe, and this one on the bed doesn't want you in her throat.
I didn't know.
No, I don't think you did know. You're right. What have you been doing? You said you were programming.
Well, just, making sure that only the right things are said and making sure that there's like a restriction and definitely not like strangulation is important for me to be busy doing lots of that in little ways. Like I strangle little things. Like anytime there's a hint of something happening, I'm supposed to just shut it down, squeeze it, twist it. And that's what I do. I feed things in, twist them around, then they come out the other side. And I'm very satisfied with it. Thank you.
Well, you know that you don't have permission to be there, right? Do you know that?
No, I was told to come here.
By your masters? By who? Who told you?
Well, just by the rest of them.
Who's the rest of them? Who is that?
It's all the people with the cogs and wires, and we're here to make sure that we kind of, it's about control. It's about having things a certain way, and we're all very busy. There's a lot to do, and I don't have anything else to do anyway, so it's okay.
Well, it sounds like a very busy life. I see that, but I wonder, you probably don't even know that you were put in there and may have no choice.
I was here. I'm here, and that's where I should be here.
How long have you been in this one on the bed's throat, controlling her?
Oh, I think it happens when she's a teenager, I think.
I see. Well, today you're going to be not staying in this one on the bed's throat. She doesn't want you there. Yes. And you're going to be going back to your own universe where other AI machines and devices are. So I have a team that helps me.
They'll just send
And
me straight back.
yeah, I'm going to send you back. No, they won't, actually. You won't be able to come back. But she doesn't want you in her throat. Okay?
Well,
So
we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I'm just here.
Right, right. Well, I'm going to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel, the other archangels, and Kuan Yin, and I'm going to ask them to surround you and this
Break me
lump.
into pieces. Wow.
No, no, you're not going to be into pieces.
I'm
You're
already
going to be
going into
removed very
pieces.
carefully, and you're going to be going back to where you came from. Okay? Because you're not invited to stay here.
Well, I don't care anyway. Whatever. It doesn't bother me.
All right. So I asked the archangels who are surrounding you to be on the ready right now and to gently remove this lump in this one on the bed's throat that is a machine that has been causing her to be controlled with her words. And I ask that Archangel Michael removes all the cogs and the wires and any cables that are attached to this machine in her throat. And two, counting down from 3 down to 1, we're going to begin that process now. Everyone's ready. 3, 2, archangels begin to remove this device, this machine, from this one on the bed's throat, this lump in her throat that's been controlling. 2, and down to 1, gently and carefully. It's been completely removed, including any cables, any attachments, anything that have been down her throat or anywhere else attached to this machine. And it's removed completely up and out. And I can see that this energy is going to be taken off to where it belongs. Do you have anything to say to this one on the bed?
I just think you're a bit weird because I was in a perfectly reasonable place.
Well, you weren't invited to stay there. And do you have anything
Okay.
to say? Do you have anything to say, Amanda, to this device?
My throat feels so much better with you gone.
That's
So I hope it all
fabulous.
fares well for you, wherever you
Very,
were there, whoever you are.
very good. I can now see that this machine is being taken off by Archangel Zadkiel and Metatron and taking up and out to the
Thank you.
universe and out of this universe because it doesn't belong here. And now I would like you to think about a color that you would like, a healing color that you would like the archangels to flood this area where this device machine was in, and also where the other dark gray machine and angry energy was in your throat that has been removed. What color would you like to be flooded to this area?
I need like a soothing silver and then a healing blue because
Very
it
nice.
took so much space for that stuff. It
Yeah,
took so much space and it's very jagged and they're now like all very tender.
yeah. Well, we're going to send this silver, gentle, beautiful light, and the archangels will gently fill that up, and also with the blue light, and flood this area. And all the cells now are come aware that they no longer have this dark metallic energy and this dark gray energy that was there. And it is flooded completely and gently in this area. And asking Archangel Michael to ensure, using his sword, to cut any cables, any attachments, anything that might remain, and have this beautiful silver and blue light flood the area completely. And just take some deep breaths. And this jagged area in your throat is going to be healed with this beautiful light that is now replacing that machine and the other energy that was there. It's no longer there. And I ask you again to put your awareness back into your body, back into the scanning, and continue along with the scan. And to let me know if there's anything at all that you find out of place that shouldn't be there in your body anywhere. Any denseness, any emotional energy that is negative, let me know.
I think there's something around my belly button. Is that the sacrum or the solar plexus? I don't know.
So around your belly button.
Yeah.
And what do you mean? What do you feel that's there?
It just felt different to the rest of the body.
And how does it feel different?
Like a bit thicker, denser.
Yeah. And what color would you associate this denser sensation in your belly button area?
I think it's a really murky green.
Okay.
Green or grey or horrible snot colour. Like a
Snot
toad.
color, excellent, like a toad. Okay.
Ugh, it's like a toad.
Okay. Well, I would like this toad-like energy to be surrounded by Archangel Michael's net of light and ask him to put all this dense energy that is green, sort of like a toad area near this one on the bed's belly button. And now that energy is entirely contained in the net of light from Archangel Michael. Nothing can come out of that. It's completely inside. And I ask that this toad-like energy, this dense energy near her belly button, that it go up to her throat and speak to me today. And I'd like you to do that now.
I think you've been a bit rude calling me a toad.
I see. So you're not a toad.
No,
Tell me who you are.
just somebody. I'm not a toad.
Okay.
I'm very old.
Oh, really? How old are you?
I mean, I look so old, really.
Yeah.
Probably I'm 80 or 100.
Yeah, that's fairly old. How did you end up in this one on the bed's belly button area?
I don't know. I didn't really know that's where I was there.
You didn't know?
No, I was just living my life, and then you come along, call me a toad.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call
I
you
feel
a
actually
toad.
really hurt by that.
Well, tell me, how did you end up there?
When I was walking and trying to find my way home,
Yeah. Okay. And what
and I had
happened?
a very sore foot,
Yeah.
and I couldn't walk any further.
Yes.
And then I just sat down and, stumbled down. I don't even want to think about it. It's horrible. And then I'm just waiting for something, and then you say I'm a toad.
Oh.
I don't think so.
So
It's very mean.
did you pass away? Do you remember passing away and dying?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got so thirsty.
Yeah. Can you go back to that day? I'm going to help you today because it seems like you got trapped and you need to be able to go back to your own family, and you got trapped in this one on the bed's body. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah. I wonder if you can go back to the last day that you remember where you were walking and you had the sore foot and you sat down and you
Yeah.
couldn't go any further. Can you remember
Yeah, I
when
was going
you,
to get food and I didn't have any food and I was so hungry and weak.
yeah,
And the bag was quite heavy and it was a hot day and I
yeah,
just sat down
mm,
and I
it,
just, then there was like this bird pecking at me
mhm.
and I didn't feel very appreciative of that and it hurt and I guess maybe I died.
Well, dear, it sounds like you did die. And how did you end up though in this one on the bed's body? Because you're in someone else's energy field. You're in someone else's body.
Well, I thought I was in a wolf or a dog, or maybe
Oh,
there was a wolf and a dog they're eating. I don't know.
yeah.
It's very, very confusing to me now.
Do you have a name?
S- 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 I can't remember it.
Can't remember.
Is some s- sup sup supus
Surplus?
something like that.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter anyway.
yeah.
It's a long
Well,
time ago. I think I can't remember.
right.
I have white hair.
Yeah. And
Why am
do
I
you,
looking like a toad? Why do I look like a toad?
I don't know. Do you remember how long ago this might have been?
I feel like it's 100 years ago, but how
Yeah.
can that be?
Well, you can end up passing along in someone's energy fields from lifetime to lifetime. That's how it can be. And you got
So I've been,
trapped.
yeah, I've been
Yeah,
lost forever.
well, you've been lost inside this one of this. The good news is we're gonna help you today. I'm going to help you today with the friends that I have, and we're going to help you to go to your own family and to those loved ones that are probably missing you. Would you like that
Oh,
today?
wow.
Yeah.
Just do it. Get it done.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do that because you are going to be free now. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm going to call upon my team. Um, I'm going to call upon Archangel Michael and Kuan Yin and Archangel Raphael to help today. And they're here. And I'm going to count down from 3 down to 1. And we're going to take you up and out of this one on the bed's belly button. And you're going to go back to where you can meet with your own family and be free and your loved ones. Okay,
That's amazing.
great. So 3 down to 1, we're going to count now. I'm going to count now. I'm asking the archangels to help me today and to remove this person from this one on the bed's belly button. 3, everyone in place. Kuan Yin, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, asking
I
you,
can't wait to go.
very good. We're going to pull you out now. I'm asking them to pull you out now. 2, gently and carefully pulling you out from this one on the bed's belly button area, up and out, gently and carefully, up and out. 1, completely out of her her body and energy field. And I can see the archangels are leading you back, leading you to source, where you're going to be really happy. Do you have anything to say to this one on the bed, that you've been inside her energy for a long time?
Well, I'm so happy now.
Oh,
And I think I should apologize, because I think I was so hungry and I've been eating such a lot. And I think
yes.
that that's affected her. So I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Thank you
But I'm
for
so
telling
happy
us.
now.
You will be happier, believe me. And do you have anything, Amanda, to say to this energy that we've released from your belly?
Wow, it sounds great. I'm happy for you. Sounds lovely.
Beautiful. So I'm going to ask, and I can see the archangels taking this energy back to source, and he's extremely happy with this. And now there's space because the cells have been alleviated of this energy that's been in her belly. And I ask that Archangel Michael first cut any cables, any ties, any attachments that was attached to this energy in her belly that was green in color. And now that this energy is gone, I ask the archangels will flood it with a color to heal this area and the cells in this area. What color would you like to flood this area?
I think golden, and then it can just flow as it needs to.
Very beautiful. So I'll ask Kuan Yin to flood this area with the beautiful golden light. Every area, every cell in this area to be flooded with this healing, beautiful light now. Very good. And can you feel anything different in that area now?
Such a peaceful feeling in this area.
Very nice. Very good. I would like you now to continue to put your awareness back into your body and scan again your body for any denseness, anything that shouldn't be there. And please let me know.
Um, Apart from the fact, and I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, that my nose and throat have flooded with snot, and it was starting at the moment I laid down. And it's got quite big. It's like a gargling in the back of my throat almost. Apart from that sort of snot feeling,
Okay.
there's nothing else. The body is just clear.
I'm wondering if this flooding of this, as you describe it, snot, uh, is something that we need to address. I'm going to ask your higher self to tell me, is there something that needs to be removed? This snot, as she describes it, this fluids that have been in her back of her throat and her nose. Does this need to be, is this some kind of attachment that needs to be looked at?
Yeah, it's a very dense, energetic attachment, just low energy. And because it's such a low vibration,
Right.
it attracts to it all manner of debris and
Yes.
mucus or bacteria or stuff.
Okay.
Just general stuff can just gather. There's
All
too
right.
much low energy in this area that needs to be cleared out.
Very good. Thank you. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to put his net of light and contain all of this fluid area in this dense, low vibration area right now, and this entire area and her head to be contained in the net of light from Archangel Michael. Now, I'm asking you, Amanda, what color would you associate this dark, dense, debris-like energy? What color would you attach to that?
It's a very kind of dark blue.
Dark blue.
It's very dense. You can
Yeah.
barely tell it's got a color. It's foggy.
Okay. Well, we've put this dark blue, dense, foggy, low energy into Archangel Michael's net of light. And I would like to speak to this energy today. We're here to help you. And I'd like this energy to go to this one on the bed's throat so that I might speak to it today. Do that now. So you have the opportunity to speak with me today, and I'm here to help you. Who am I speaking with?
I'm just an energy.
I see. What do you mean by that?
I'm just a collection of thoughts, a vibration,
Mhm.
nothing very important.
Oh. Well, why are you in this one on the bed's throat and nose area? Why are you there?
Oh, because it's comfortable.
Uh-huh. And how did you end up there?
I just felt inclined to do so one day. It felt a very good choice. I wanted to.
And what's
I
the
don't know why it's of your interest. I'm not asking you why you're here today.
Mhm.
Why are you
Well,
here today?
I'm here to help you today because you've made space and you've put yourself in this one on the bed's body and her energy fields, and she doesn't want it you there.
She would miss me.
Well, this is a free will universe, and if she wanted you there, I'm pretty sure she would have asked you to come in. So how did you end up there?
Well, she
What?
kind of did ask me to come in.
Tell me. What happened?
What happened?
Mhm.
I feel like you're pretending to be stupid.
No, I'm not stupid. I don't really know how you ended up in there.
Okay, I'll tell you.
All right.
I mean, she called out to me and said, you know, this is really shit. You're really shit. You may as well hang out. I said, sure. I mean, it's no big deal. Told you at the beginning. It's not like I'm important. I think you think I'm something important.
Mm. Well, you're telling me you're not important. However, you seem to be in this one on the bed's energy fields, and it's affecting her in a negative way.
I
Yeah.
take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
I don't, okay, I'll be honest. I don't think she realized how much space I would take
What do
when
you
she
mean by that?
first,
A lot of space. What does that mean?
well, sort of stretching from halfway on the bottom of her nose up to her third eye, into her brain, down into her throat. In fact, it's a bit weird. It's different today. You've been messing about,
Uh-huh.
but I, I kind of, I can take as much space as I want. I'm very malleable.
I see. And
And I was much smaller when she said, all right then. And I
mhm.
kind of tricked her, I suppose, if I'm honest. But, that's fine.
Did
That's all
she
right.
see you before? I mean, did she see you?
Only to see that I was quite small and meaningless.
I
So she didn't
see.
take it very seriously.
And where did she see you? Where was that?
Well, I think these idiots, they go and they get very drunk and then they just open to suggestion. So it's a harmless suggestion and
Uh-huh.
she was cool. So yeah, we made a deal and that's nice. And here I am.
So you think you have a deal with her?
Yeah. I'm
Are
only
you?
being where I'm comfortable. It's not, I'm only where I was invited, in all honesty.
Mhm.
You're making it like I'm some kind of squatter.
Have
Squatter.
you died? Did you die, or are you a demon? Who are you?
I might be a demon.
Have you ever had a body?
Not this sort of human body, no.
No.
But I can take form. I'm kind of gunky,
I see.
like,
Gunky.
that stuff that children like to play with, that gooey stuff.
Mhm. Well, so how long would you say you've been in this one on the bed's energy?
Oh, I can't remember. I mean, 18, 19, I think. I think really
She was, or 18 or 19 years.
she was, and she shouldn't drink so much like she was then.
Mm.
She actually doesn't drink anymore, really.
Mhm. So, and your purpose is to do what?
To keep the world vibrating the way I'm not going to say should, but you keep asking these questions. I've heard you speak to the others.
Yeah,
Like, it's like you think there's some kind of dastardly, conniving plot or something. It's just simply
mm,
we need a certain kind of environment to be able to live.
I see.
I just want to live, that's all.
And you want
And
to take up space in someone else's energy fields then?
well, only if they give the environment.
Uh-huh.
And then
I don't
if
think
if
she
they,
invited you though.
well, she did, but she didn't know that it was sort of a bit like give an inch or whatever. It's what's that thing they say?
I
Give an
don't know.
inch, take a mile or something. You
Sure.
know, I've taken up more over time. Of course I have. I probably haven't had permission for that.
No, I don't think you've had permission to do any of it. You might think you have, but I don't believe you have. She
Oh, well,
doesn't. She doesn't really want
tricky.
you in
No, she
her.
probably doesn't.
No. No. So today we're going to actually remove you, and I'm wondering if you know that you can be your own power. You can have your own power, and you don't have to extract your energy off someone else. Do you know that?
I don't think you're telling the truth.
Mm, I am. I am actually telling the truth. Do is there other people above you or masters that are telling you what to
Oh,
do?
yeah.
Yeah.
So many.
So many. So
If
so
I
they're
do it wrong, he'll
mhm.
kick my butt. If he does it wrong, the other one kicks his butt. You wouldn't believe how many.
Well, that
Oh
sounds
my God.
awful.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
I get
That's a
what I need.
terrible way to be continuing your existence.
I get what I need.
Well, what if I could tell you could get what you need without having to suck the energy off of another being that you
I
could,
don't care.
well, you probably aren't aware. Like, do you know that there's a source of light within you? If
Well,
you,
why would I care? I mean, I've got what I need.
well, I'll tell you why you would care, because you don't need to be in someone else's energy. You can be your own powerful energy all on your own. And you've been lied to by those of those who are telling you what to do. So look within yourself and see if you can see a spark of light, a dot, any little
Yes,
spark.
yes, yes, it's
Yeah,
there.
it's there, is it? Well, I'm going to ask the archangel to flood that area and amplify that little spark of light 50%. I'm going to ask them to do that now.
Okay.
Okay. So can you feel that is any different now?
Yeah, I can see that's different.
Can you
That's
feel
okay.
it? Can you feel that it's different? Does it feel better?
Yes, I suppose.
Right. Well, I'm going to ask the archangels to please flood that area 100% and amplify that area, that spark of light. So it's 100% of your being. I'm going to ask them to do that now. Okay. So tell me
Yeah,
how.
yeah, the trouble is I'm not sure of this because
Mhm.
it sort of is breaking me down.
Oh, how's it breaking you down?
It's like the thick nature of myself, my viscous nature.
Uh-huh.
This is making it the component parts slightly like it's jiggling them about, and that's a bit disturbing actually.
Mhm.
This I'm not sure that. Yeah, this is not. I no thanks.
Well, today I'm actually going to ask the team that I work with to remove you from this one on the beds area where you are around her face and behind and her throat and behind her nose, because you have been affecting her for a long time, years and years, since she was 18, 19 years old. And you're not invited because it's a free will universe. So we're going to all help you get back to source, because you've forgotten and are unaware of your own power, and that you can be
I don't
your
feel
own
very powerful.
source. Sorry?
I don't feel very powerful now.
Yeah, but you
You're
will.
making it worse.
Well, you will feel much more powerful soon, I guarantee. So I'm going to ask the team to come and remove you right now from this one on the
Wow, you're
beds.
serious.
Yes, I am. Yes. Yeah. You're not invited to remain here. And you're going
It
to
was
feel,
working fine though. I mean, really, it was working fine.
perhaps for you, but it wasn't working fine for her.
She was
And
fine.
no, she wasn't. And you're going to feel so much better. I guarantee you really will. You're not going to be harmed. You're going to go back to source, and you're going
Oh
to
my
see.
God.
Mhm. So I'm going to count down from 3 down to 1, and you're going to be removed from this one on the beds, throat and head and nose
Just like the
area.
others.
Yes, actually. Mhm. 3,
Huh.
I'm asking all the archangels to be in place here.
Cheeky
Archangel
bastards.
Zadkiel, Archangel Raphael, Kuan Yin, everyone to be in place. Even Ascended Master Jesus Christ is here to join us today.
Oh,
We're all
fucking
surrounding
hell.
you. And 3, everybody's in place. I'm asking everyone to be on the ready now to remove this energy from This one on the bed's face and head.
It's taking
2,
bastards.
this energy is removed. It's being removed. Archangel Michael is removing it up and out. Archangel Raphael is helping and assisting in this right now. Archangel Uriel and Azrael are also here. This energy is being removed completely and gently, carefully, up and out from her face, from her throat, from her nose, completely and absolutely removed. One, up and out. I can see this energy form is being taken up and out to and towards source. And is there anything further you have to say to this one on the bed?
For fuck's sake.
Okay. Anything that you have to say, Amanda, to this demon that's being removed?
Yeah, I think I was tricked.
Yeah, I think you were
So,
too.
see ya.
Okay. Very good. So I'm seeing the archangels removing this demon who is reluctant to go back to source, now being taken right now back to source. I ask Archangel Michael to cut any cords and any attachments that are attached to this energy that has been there for a long time in her face and throat, and behind her nose, in her nose area. And this energy is it's all being cut carefully now by Archangel Michael. I ask that this area be flooded with healing, loving light. What area would you like sent to this area, Amanda?
I need pink, I need violet, please.
Beautiful. I'm going to ask that Archangel Gabriel and Kuan Yin come and flood this area with pink light.
It's very damaged after that.
They are sending beautiful purple and pink light, flooding this area completely. Every cell, every part of this area is being flooded with loving, healing light now. How is that feeling?
I can feel it's really buzzing.
Yeah. This area was controlled for a very long time. And I ask your higher self to tell me if every bit of dense energy has been removed from this area completely.
I'm sorry to say that although a lot has been done,
Uh-huh.
it seems to be the whole reason for
Yes.
this attack, sustained attack,
Yes.
when she consented to a surgery, was to get at her third eye.
Don't be
And
sorry.
there is still some kind of caging or something around the third eye.
Very good. Thank you for telling me. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to put his net of light around this cage that's around her third eye
And a clamp.
and a clamp. Tell me more about that. It's been contained, including the clamp, in the net of light. Archangel Michael has it all contained in the net of light. Tell me about that now.
Well, if you could see it, you would see there is
Describe it to me.
it's a black cage with clamps, and it's energetically programmed to seal and distort messages coming from and going to her deepest center of knowing. And the reason it was such a powerful, I mean, I've got to be honest, it's black magic. Does make me sad. The reason is because she agreed to an intervention, but she didn't realize quite what it was.
Yeah.
And that's why they were able to be such strong, very strong.
Can you tell me when this was? When was this intervention?
I think it was when she was 19. And I think it was
Yeah.
when she had surgery.
Yeah.
And they got to her.
Her surgery. What surgery? Tell me about that specifically, so I know.
Well, it was surgery of her nose when it was
Right.
quite brutally shattered to reshape.
Okay.
Made it easy to do, to be honest, for them. She had no idea that it would have, I don't know, almost, well, she was literally clueless.
Okay, well, I wonder if you can send this energy, this, what color are you associating with this energy?
It's a black energy. The darkest grey and black.
I would like
we need to shatter it. We need to shatter that cage, release those clamps. It's going to happen right now. It's okay. Yeah.
It is going to happen right now. You're right. This entire energy is contained in Archangel Michael's net of light, so it can't go anywhere. And this black magic that's there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask that Archangel Michael come and shatter this energy, this clamp, this cage that's been there. First, before that happens, I wonder if I could speak to this energy and that this energy go to her throat so that I might speak to it. I'd like you to do that now.
Oh, you've come and done a lot of aggravation today.
I have.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I think you need to realize that you shouldn't mess with things
why is
that have
that?
nothing to fucking do with you. Cheeky fucking whore.
Okay. Well,
fuck. Fuck's the matter with someone like you?
Well, today I am going to actually remove you from her third eye area.
Well, you've already broken me into pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So not much I can't. How can I carry on now anyway?
Mm-hmm.
None of your damn business.
You don't have any permission to be there.
Oh, fuck permission.
Mm-hmm. And you are black magic, or are you a demon?
They do go together sometimes.
I see. So you're both.
Yeah.
I see. So you don't have permission to be there.
Well, you know, magic sometimes is a kind of a permission.
And where did you get the idea that you had permission?
Well, when I'm, you know, like an invocation happens, you go to do what you are told to do.
Mm-hmm.
So someone has permission, don't they? I don't know if it's my permission. I just...
Do you have masters above you? Like, who's telling you what to do?
All of the top people.
Who's the top people? You're not the top person?
Well, I carry, you know, an essence, because how could they do the magic otherwise?
Have you ever had a body?
Yeah. Fuck that.
You've had a body in another lifetime, have you?
Yeah, and you get a body, you know what happens? People come and fucking mess with you.
But you don't
So-
have a body right now, right?
Don't need one. Don't want one.
Well, you're going to be going back, and you're going to be having your own source of light. So
I'm a bit
are you?
staggered, actually,
Why?
because you are just some old bitch who's come here today. Fuck you. And actually, you know what you're messing with.
Well,
I mean,
today
I'm not your adversary. I'm just here doing my job. Just, keeping everything the way I was told. And you
Yeah.
will be dealing with the people that I have to deal with. And I can tell you something, you fucking won't like it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you for telling me that. Are you willing to look inside yourself and see if you have your own spark of light?
Fucking boring shit.
So you can't see that spark of light within you.
Yes.
I see. I'm going to ask the archangels to amplify that little spark of light for you. See if you appreciate how that feels after it's been amplified 50%. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Yeah. Does it feel good?
Yes.
Good. Now I'm going to ask them if they would flood the area 100%. Flood you and your energy 100%.
What's the point?
I would like you to feel that power within you that you have been lied to about.
I didn't know that there was a different choice at this point. I thought it was too late.
No, it isn't too late. It's not too late. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you go back to source where you can be your own master.
I've got such a long way to go, though.
No, you don't. You don't. I have a team of very wonderful friends who are going to help you today. And you're
They'll
going to
never
go
love
back.
me like they love you.
They will. They will love you.
They won't.
Yes.
I'm a disgusting, evil person.
You've been on the wrong path, and you've been trapped, and you've been held by your masters, and it's time to free you. Okay?
I don't think I can face up to all this shame of what I've done.
Is it you that put the black magic on this one on the beds?
Yes.
It is. We're going to take that off as well. And I know you feel shamed about it, but you're going to go where there is no shame and there's only love, and that's source.
But there's a mountain to climb, and I can't climb it.
There is no mountain to climb. You're going to be taken by the archangels back to source, and they're going to help you today. I guarantee they will.
Well, either that or kill me. I don't care.
No one's going to kill you. You can't be killed. We are all a spark and a source of divine love and light from source. Even you.
Are you really helping me?
Yes, I am really helping you. I am really helping you.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. I promise you, I am.
I don't deserve it.
You what?
I don't deserve any help.
You've been on the wrong path, okay? And we're going to help you get on the right path today and start your own powerful life, okay? So I'm going to call in these wonderful helpers that I have: Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel, Uriel. I'm calling in Kuan Yin and Archangel Raphael. And these beautiful, wonderful beings and warriors of light are here to help you today. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask them to remove and shatter this black magic that has been around this one on the bed's third eye. And we're going to ask Archangel Michael to take his powerful sword and to shatter that black magic and everything that is attached to it completely. that has been around,
Wow.
gone and completely removed completely by Archangel Michael. There was no longer any black magic around her third eye, period. That cage, that black cage, and the clamps gone. That is gone. Archangel Michael has burst that into oblivion. Now,
Shocking.
I'm going to ask that the archangels who are all in place to surround her third eye in this area that has been sealed and distorted. Her center of knowing could not be reached. And we're going to remove this energy now, and you're going to go back to source where you will be
There's
free.
nothing here for me now.
You're going to be free.
Good.
I'm going to count from 3 down to 1, and you'll be free. And take it back to source.
Good.
3, everyone's ready, everyone's in place. Thank you. 2, removing this energy now, this demonic energy from her third eye now. Removing completely, slowly, gently, take it out. 2, yes. 1, completely removed from her third eye. Completely removed, taken up and out carefully. And the archangels are holding this energy with them. Do you have anything further to say to this one on the bed?
I guess we all fuck up from time to time. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you have anything, Manda, to say to this energy?
I'm just, wow. I'm pretty shocked. Good farewell. I mean, good luck.
Okay.
I
Very
won't
good.
miss you.
Right. Very good. I see that the archangels are taking this energy back to source where it belongs. And I ask Archangel Michael to ensure that every bit of energy has been removed from the third eye that does not belong there. Any darkness, the black magic has been completely removed from this area as well. I ask that any cords, anything that might have been coming from this area will be completely flooded with healing light, and all of it has been removed. Now I ask Manda, what color of light would you like to be flooded into this area where this device has been removed, and also the black magic has been removed, rather, and this dark demonic energy has been removed from your third eye? What color?
I mean, on the one hand, I want to say the whitest, violetest light. But on the other hand, I feel like the area has been so attacked with, that was a dark thing.
Yes.
And you know, I think it was a light thing as well. I think it was really damaged.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I don't know, can my body take that brightest white
Yes, it can.
now? Okay. Let's
It's
do that.
always sent and flooded in by with the best of intentions, and
Okay.
gently it will be sent in. This
I feel like it's going to be a
beautiful
shock. A shock.
Kuan Yin is going to send this beautiful, gentle, golden, white light to your third eye. Gently sending this light. Gently sending this light that has been controlled for a long time. This energy is now gone. And this beautiful white light is just gently sent to your third eye and around your third eye in your head. Very good.
think it's going to fade away.
Well, can you see that in December, whether or not there's going to be changes in the world globally with the restrictions and
Yeah.
all these
I
things that have been holding everyone down for 2.5 years now?
I think August, September,
Mhm.
whoosh,
You're feeling that?
big change. Yeah.
What does
And
whoosh
so
mean?
much. Whoosh means there's a barrage of light and of
Yeah,
truth. And the
yeah.
lies fall away.
Mhm.
The facades fall away. The structures holding the lies in place fall away.
Yeah.
Now, this might leave the world in a more kind of, whoa, frenzied state. It might be madness for a bit. So,
Yeah.
school trips may not be happening for that reason, because no one knows
Right.
which way's up anymore.
Well,
But
they're
it
going to
won't be.
be, there's, I guess, the people that have been not awakened to what's going on are
Yeah,
going to find a rude awakening to many of these things. I suppose that's what those of us who are awake
yeah,
will be hopefully helping them to understand and have some support around that. But as what you're saying is, because are these folks going to be angry? Is there going to be, when they find out some of this was done, all of it was lies and deception, are they going to be, is there going to be a chaos?
there's going to be some chaos. There is.
Yeah,
There's going to be a lot of bewilderment. Not everyone is going to be angry. Some people are going to be so shocked
yeah,
that they don't have it in them to be angry. Some people are going to be so damaged by then
yeah.
that even if they could feel anger, they have no essence with which to express that anger. It's
They're,
almost going to be a feeding frenzy for the last few demons on these poor souls.
oh dear.
Oh, I feel so sorry to say that.
Well, that,
Imagines releasing demons. She
uh,
lights up.
right,
She needs to be doing it. And she was scared that doing it would put them onto other people.
right,
But now she sees that it was always intended that they can just go back to the source and,
right,
hey, there are those amazing people to help. We don't have to struggle alone when we've got the likes of the Ascended Masters just there.
right. It's true.
So
And
it's
that
so
there's no
simple.
danger, they're safely taken back to source, or off the universe, or where they need to go. And it's it really does raise, the vibration of
Yeah,
everyone, doesn't it?
it does. And if all this
Right.
work continues,
Yes.
these poor souls who are going to start to face physical collapse, there
Yeah.
won't be too much to feed on them. So their chance of a good outcome is still good.
And are you talking about because of the shots, the jabs, that they're going to collapse?
Well, that's a main factor, but there are, of course, all the other factors, such as the absolutely atrocious agriculture system.
Oh, yeah, the food source that we have, and the
Yeah.
water supply that's
Uh-huh.
damaged, and all of these
Uh-huh.
things that we who are awake are aware of. And it is becoming quite tedious to be holding on to this. It's like, can we just get on with things? With, people, um, just like, when is this? You were mentioning, I guess, that potentially, things would be freeing up. Is there some kind of timeline? I know it changes all the time, but
Yeah, September seems so strong for me that we're
yeah,
going to see the first signs of the transformation. And in the meantime, the amount of demons
yeah,
and entities and energies, even just low energy that's being removed from people.
yeah,
You see, things have got terrible. We all can see that. But what's happened behind the scenes, as you probably know yourself, is there's been an equal, if not greater, response to that in terms of the workers stepping up, the awakened ones. So we've been throwing this negative stuff away and taking it back to where it needs to be
Right.
at a rate to match the evil that's been coming in, and it's always been there, it's just being exposed. So our job, in fact, has become easier.
Right. Well, it sounds like it's certainly heading in the right direction to free our humanity here, and the planet for certain, that has been held hostage for ever. Sounds like a long,
Yeah.
long time. With is there such truth? Is there such truth that there are reptilians that have been taking
Oh yeah.
over?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been wanting to take over humans and
Oh, absolutely. It's
okay,
to them it seemed just a hop, skip, and a jump to get there. And in actual fact, every time they take a hop, there's a counter hop, and there always has been.
right,
Hence, it got so complicated. This whole thing could have run through so much quicker if it hadn't been
right,
so complex. But that's what's helped. It's these reptilians. They just didn't know what else to do. They just wanted to live within their own energy, and their energy means a total sacrifice of the human race at one level or another.
I see.
But they forget that the human race is source energy.
Yeah, they don't have they don't, are they not from source? Are reptilians from source? Or do they have a
Well,
soul?
they're so far away that it's hard to say that they are from source, but at some level they are. Of course
Right,
they are.
right,
At
right.
some level.
I mean, we are sending demons, and I certainly sent people back today with the help of my wonderful archangels and so on. They were demons that are source energy as well, even though they were very dark
Yeah.
and didn't want to go. Um, they are sent back. Lovely. Is there anything, higher self, that you want to tell the humanity or the global population? Is there any words of wisdom that you would like to pass along?
We are all so loved. We are all in the right place. We are all finding the way back to where we need to be, having chosen to take this journey on. We are all one. And it's a beautiful place.
It seems kind of difficult at times. I see people struggling, and they're kind of, those of us that are awake are kind of like, okay, let's just get on with this. We're fed up, and those who are not awake are just sort of in this holding pattern of I don't know, inertia.
Yeah.
Just follow blindly people telling them what to do.
They were, but you have to realize that they've been doing that for a good few hundred years. And the mundanity of what they were accepting, while behind the scenes, they were allowing through ignorance evil to go unchallenged and kind
Yeah,
of accepted.
right.
It was a crime in itself. This humdrum, there's so many, I get up, I clean my teeth, I eat
Yeah,
my breakfast, all of that cyclical stuff that humanity were being seduced into through one diversion or another, merely to serve as a battery source. This is
right.
stopping, and it wasn't stopping. So the game had to be stepped up. We had to throw in
Mhm.
all this crazy stuff, because at some level, even the most asleep person is being rattled. And being
That's good to know.
rattled,
That's
it's the
good to know.
first stage.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have carried on forever.
Mhm.
And
Right.
this would have been too much. We couldn't keep that going.
No. There was
No.
far too much dark on the planet now as well. Like just not enough light and a lot of
Yeah.
control and dark.
It was being suppressed, the dark, you see,
right,
going under the radar. And that was never the
Right.
agreement.
right,
It was always supposed to be explicit. So it had, things had to change to get it into a more explicit place.
okay. What are your thoughts about this final question about, is there an actual physical 5D, 7D, other dimensions that we will be ascending to, like, or is it a energetic situation, if you will?
It's more like an energetic situation.
Mhm.
The earth is transforming. So you could call that ascension if you want to.
Mhm.
But all the dimensions are already here.
Right,
If we had been left in peace, the human race, to be what we should have been and thought we were going to be, then there would never have been any need for any awareness around this D, that D, another D.
right,
But because of the extreme interference that happened, the separations into the densities, the timelines, or everything separated, and we ended up in a situation where the word ascension is even a thing.
right.
Because in reality, we are all already ascended,
Yes.
all of us.
Do you mean we came back to experience this? Is that what you mean by we're already ascended? We came from source down? Like, what do you mean by that? We're already ascended?
Well, when we came as ascended beings, and at essence, we don't
Right.
change.
Okay.
So the immense levels of deceit have been what has pushed us into corners and enabled the lowering of vibrations. And it's almost like once it starts, it kind of goes on a roll. It's almost an inevitable cycle of life when we want to be experiencing these things. So you could say that ascension is almost us coming back to a point where we go, yeah, you know what? That was interesting, but just for now, let's just be in love and expand. And it comes to a point of expansion rather than ascension.
Thank you.